welcome to the first Boudro Wrestling Coach's Corner technique video. We're going to go over how to finish a single leg. A lot of times, even no matter what, if it's youth wrestling, high school wrestling, college wrestling, this is a really common situation that people get into, and you see it commonly finished the wrong way. To finish against the best competition, there's a really simple technique. It's kind of in depth, but it's really simple, and if you follow these simple rules, your chances of finishing a single leg are going to be increased a lot higher. Alright, so first, before I even get into the technique, I want to show what some of the common mistakes are of the single leg when people finish it. And a lot of times people just take the single leg, I don't care how you take it, but you take the single leg, and a lot of times the way people lock their hands, alright, maybe they won't lock their hands, but the first opportunity that I get to lock my hands, I do that. So when a guy sprawls on me, if I'm in here and I only have one hand on it, I'm going to try and get my hands locked. If I'm here, he's going to have a better chance of sprawling. Okay? And where I lock my hands has a big deal to do with my opportunity to finish. A lot of times the guys will lock low and come up like this. Alright? If you lock low below the knee, it's going to give him a better opportunity to scramble out of the situation. He'll turn his knee down. Alright? In this situation, you'll get more of these scramble type situations or like spaghetti wrestling type situations, which I want to try to avoid. I want to make this finish very, very clean. So how I make it clean is I take my hand, I'll lock above the knee or at the knee. Alright? And what I like to do to make it more clean is my elbows are going to be attached to my side once I get in. The less attached to my side they are, the more extended I'm going to be. So when this guy sprawls, okay, if I get extended too far, it leaves the opportunity for this guy to whizzer right here. If we can turn it around, you see this whizzer right here? This is going to be really tough for me to finish on. And it's going to give him a lot better opportunity to defend it. So by keeping my elbows in, I'll stop his whizzer. So I already take your single leg, get in, I want to try and lock my hands above the knee, elbows in. So when this guy tries to whizzer, alright, I'm going to lower his opportunity to whizzer, or I'm going to make his whizzer less deep. Because if he gets a deep whizzer, okay, it's going to make it hard for me to be able to lock my hands. So when I come up here and I make his whizzer shallow, okay, better chance of finishing. Alright, so once I do this, I get up here and I'll get up to my feet. A lot of times what happens is this guy's leg will come on the outside. Alright, so kids will rush it, and the first thing they'll do is they'll try and finish in front of the guy. So they'll try and come here, finish, and they'll get in a situation just like that. They'll rush it. They get up and they just think, I gotta finish right now, this is my opportunity. Well, take your time on this opportunity. Get that leg in between. Right here. Don't try and finish it with the outside here. There are some ways to finish outside, but we're working on the very basic stuff right here. So when I come up, I get my hands locked above the knee, elbows in. I'm going to come up, I'm going to try and step around his leg as I'm coming up and pinch it in between my legs. That's going to be very, very important for me to finish this move. So I come in, I lock above, pinching my elbows, heads up. Another very important thing, head up. This guy tries to sprawl. If my head's up, it makes it hard for him to sprawl. Head down. Okay, easy for him to sprawl. So head position, very important. Heads up. As I come up, I'm going to step out this leg. This leg's going to step around. Bam. And I pinch right here. More and more you do this, the more and more you'll pinch even easier. But this is kind of like an extra set of hands. All right, it makes this leg that much more secure. I'm still locked above his knee. If I stay below his knee and he turns his knee down, we get in that funk type of situation. I don't want that. I want to stay locked above the knee. Lock above the knee, pinch with my legs, head up. Alright, now this is where it gets hard. It is hard to shoot on a guy, it's hard to bring up to his feet, but this is where it gets difficult to finish. How do I actually finish the takedown? I usually compare it to like driving 99 yards and fumbling on the one. Alright, if you get all the way this far and don't finish, that's a big mistake, so we want to take our time. This guy's going to be able to try and get a whizzer, right? He gets a whizzer hard, if he whizzers in real hard, it's going to make it a lot harder for me to finish. See that whizzer, guys? So I come back around. I want to try and make that whizzer shallow. How do I do that? Elbows in. Bam. Now we can't get a whizzer. Head up, locked above the knee. I'm pinching right here, guys. If he tries to move away, it's going to be hard because I'm pinching with my legs. And I can walk this way. Alright? Now, locked above the knee. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get his weight going that way. I want to keep my chest. My chest, guys. Stay up here, Brian. My chest is going to slide from here all the way down the ankle. Right here, guys. It's going to slide all the way down. I don't want there to be any space. If I do this like this and I try and come like this, he's just going to put his foot to the mat or limp out. So if he tries to put his foot to the mat, it's going to be a lot easier for him to do that.
But if I keep my chest and my lock tight, right here, I'm going to make it impossible for him to put his foot to the mat. Okay? Really hard. So when I get in here, so I'm pinching hard, I'm going to move him this way. And I'm going to try and step on that foot or step behind his foot. Right there. And as I do that, my chest goes down, I'm going to slide all the way back to his ankle. So I'm in here, I'm going to get pressure forward and step behind his foot. And sometimes if you got a kid maybe who's not expecting or maybe not a little less athletic, I'll get a finish on this by stepping over that foot. You know, it's not my goal, but a lot of times I'll catch him off guard and I'll finish that way. So as we come up here, I got my legs pinched, I'm going to step behind that foot. See how that happens? Brian isn't very athletic. All right, so I'm going to step behind his foot, he'll step over it. Usually, I'm going to step down, look where my chest is at. Relax here, I'm going to bring it all the way up. High in the armpit, as high as I can. I'm going to walk him around. Now, a lot of times you see how we got a mat right here. A lot of guys will get this right here, and they'll be wrestling on the edge. And they'll come in here and they'll try and finish on the edge. Not a smart thing. I want to try and bring this all the way back to the center. All right, notice how it's high in my armpit, I'm making him hop. Okay, another key thing that kids do wrong is they'll try and finish and trip in front. If I do this, we give an opportunity to lift up, or they get an opportunity to scramble. I want to take that away. All right, so I'm going to finish behind this guy. All right, finish back. So I get it high in my armpit, I'm going to move around, elbow to the ceiling, trip behind. I don't have to kick at it. I'm just going to place my leg behind. All right? Okay, and then he's going to go to the mat. I'm going to finish behind and cover. All right, and make that cover quick. Because if this guy's good, what he's going to do, once I get here again, and I'll trip behind, he'll keep wrestling. Okay, we get here. He's going to keep wrestling. All right, so I'm about to bring it up. Oh, notice my chest is at. It's going to stay glued to that leg. And we're going to drive. And come up and get my two. All right, we're going to go from the beginning all the way to the end here to go over it again. And I'll cover some of those simple points. Again, how to finish a single leg. There's plenty of ways to finish it. This is the most basic way. So I don't care how you get your single leg, just get it. All right, I'm going to shoot in, lock above the knee, head position up. Lock above the knee, elbows in. All right, I don't want to let him get a deep wizard. He's trying to get a wizard, that's fine. I'm going to step up behind the leg. Pinch. Notice how I'm pinching. I'm like at the knee or above the knee, not letting the wizard come in. He's going to be trying to compete for a wizard here. I'm going to try and stop him. All right, I'm going to step behind that foot. Step behind that foot, get his weight moving that way, slide my chest all the way to the ankle. Look at that, how I'm sliding it down. This hand that comes from the lock drops to the ankle. All right, drops to the ankle. I didn't mention that before. Very important though, drops to the ankle. And as I come up, my chest stays glued to this leg. I'm going to bring it up high in my armpit. If we're at the edge, I'm going to bring it all the way to the center. Take my time. Okay, back trip. Not front, back. This elbow is going to go to the ceiling, get as high as I can, as much height. And I'm going to just place my foot behind there and keep wrestling. Keep wrestling, keep wrestling. All right, do not get all the way up here and trip and stop wrestling and let this guy win. Okay? And then lose it. You got to keep wrestling. All right, that's the first technique that Boudro's Coach's Corner is going to bring you. There's going to be a lot more technique to come. It's going to be just as comprehensive. Hope you guys learned something today. If you guys ever have questions, go to the contact part on our website. It's a floating contact bar. Email me, and I'll give you as much information as you want about whatever technique it is you want. Thank you for coming to Coach's Corner.